right, guys. How's everybody doing tonight? Gonna let that delay catch up. Hey, MB. Hey, Tina. Hey, Ed. We were given this piece of deer meat here, so I'm going to cut it up, spice it up, and put it in the dehydrator. I have thrown it in the freezer here to harden it up to make slicing it a little easier. But we've got our ingredients over here where we're going to make up our sauce to put it in. I've looked all over the internet on different recipes, and there's just a few main ingredients that tend to go in all of it, and then the rest of it is basically whatever you like. I tend to like my stuff a little spicy, so I am going to put a little pepper in it to spice it up a little bit. Measuring is not too critical for me, but a lot of people do measure out. The big thing is to have the meat covered in your marinade. I'll try and measure some of this out for you. That's probably not, but 2 or 3 pounds of deer meat there, so it's not going to take a lot of marinade. All right, we're going to start this out with, let's say, 2/3 of a cup of Worcestershire. Worcestershire, however you want to call it. That ought to be enough. Worcestershire. Is that Einstein? Hey, Einstein, what's going on? Hey, Susan. Alabama Farm Life. I don't mean to ignore none of y'all guys on the chat, man. I just want to kind of do this thing. So, all right. So we got 2/3 of a cup of Worcestershire. This is Dale's. I'm sure everybody has seen this and used it. For me, this stuff is really, really salty, so I don't add any salt to anything that I'm cooking whenever I use this Dale sauce because it is very salty. But we're going to put 2/3 of a cup of this in there as well. Be sure and shake that stuff up good because it does tend to settle out on the bottom. Since I ain't got none of this meat smoked, I am going to add a little hickory smoke flavor to it. Not much, maybe a few teaspoons. Black pepper. If you want it hotter, you can use a little coarse pepper. We're going to say 2 teaspoons. do like a little garlic, 1 teaspoon. If you want it hotter, you can add cayenne, any other kind of pepper. Teaspoon of onion powder. And for good measure, I was going to use my honey over there, but it's limited supply, so I am going to use a little bit of maple syrup. We're going to say about a 1/4 cup. All that is in there, goody stuff. Whisk it around a little bit. Smells pretty good. I may actually put some pepper on the jerky itself before it goes in the dehydrator. Now for our little slab of meat here, there is some still some silver skin left on it, but being pretty lean, so I'm going to see if I can. You can actually pull this off with some pliers or nippers. Try and get all that silver skin off that you can. Like I said, I did throw this in the freezer for about an hour to stiffen it up to help with the cutting. Try and get it pretty thin. Hey Yuri, hey Pete. Oh, hey, Tim is in here. Nice. Thanks for stopping by, Tim. All right, it looks like we've about got all that skin off of there. All right, the key here is thin slices on this meat, my understanding. So we're going to slice it up pretty thin here. Those are some very nice looking slices. That stuff looks so good. Give you an idea of the thickness that I'm going there. Probably about what you would call thick sliced bacon in the store. I know nothing about that dehydrator, so I'll have a little learning time there from the time this meat gets to sit in the marinade overnight to learn a little about the dehydrator. I think it's the same one that Tim uses at Ridge Life, so I did watch his video on Jerky. I hadn't seen his follow up yet on how good it was, and he didn't send any my way. So, in case you need my address, if you're still in there, Tim. I think our little dehydrator has 5 trays in it, but we were accidentally shipped two, so we got 2 dehydrators. I really haven't done anything special to this deer meat. I did soak it for a couple of days to get as much meat out, blood out as possible. Everybody thinks it tastes gamey, or you get that gamey taste. That taste comes from the blood that's in the meat. So any animal that you kill, you want to try and get the blood out as fast and as much as possible. That's the reason a deer hunter, after he shoots the deer, will go slice the throat. And we will also soak this in a little bit of water once we get it cut up and wash it again to try and remove any more blood from it, to remove that what people call gamey taste. I actually prefer a really thick slice of jerky, but I'm not sure that dehydrator will actually do it. There's a little place on I-45, supposed to be the largest deer capital or jerky capital place in the world, not too far from here. They've got quite a selection of jerky in there. They got pieces, that big around and that long. But I got some here just a couple of weeks ago from another YouTuber I mentioned, James Sinky, and his recipe was really good. That was some of the best jerky I'd had. So I do like a little kick to mine. But my kids are going to be eating it too, so I can't be getting it too spicy, too hot. I think it's probably just going to be a couple of pounds. Not a lot, but enough to try, and much appreciated from the donor. be sure and give them some back to try. Okay, so we pretty much got it all cut up here. Let me get a bowl and we're going to rinse it. Basically just a fresh water rinse to remove any remaining blood out of it. The camera will pick that up, but you can see the water in there is still a little bit bloody, so we'll just rinse it a little bit, just a couple of times. You can even let it sit in that water for 10 or 15 minutes, ain't gonna hurt it. Some people will even let their meat sit for a week in ice water to remove that gamey flavor. Okay, so we got our mix up here. Good and stirred. Meat good and clean. So get your sauce covered in your meat. We're going to wind up putting this in a Ziploc bag so it can soak up in there for a couple of days, but 24 hours maybe. All right. Now while that sits for a minute, get rid of some of the mess here. Now, dehydrator. I pretty much know nothing about this thing. I've never dehydrated anything before. Plenty of y'all have seen my canning videos and food storage videos. I'm definitely into trying to put some stuff back. Prepper related, I guess you can say. So let's just see what we get in this thing. We bought this with our own money. This ain't a paid advertisement or anything, but it is a Nesco dehydrator. It says fruits, veggies, meat, gardens, crafters. And even got beef jerky right there on the front, so it's got to be possible. pretty much everything that came in the box. This is going to be the power unit. Got a nice little display there on the front. I don't know if you can see that or not. I can't. It's just temperature readings from 95 up to 160 degrees. It's a Nesco Garden Master brand dehydrator. Well, they even sent some jerky cure stuff in here. That's an original jerky. I guess there's a jerky recipe or something that comes with the dehydrator, so we'll look into this. Okay, parts everywhere. Not sure that I read Chinese, but let's see if it's got any idea on how to put it together here. Looks like there are regular trays, and then there are these flat trays, maybe for fruits or veggies, something like that. And then you have these gridded trays. Looks like there's a different mat kind of tray in there. I assume those are all for different types of whatever it is you're dehydrating. There's a lot of trays in there. Okay, well, we're definitely going to be reading a book on this thing to figure out what it is, what it does, because I have no idea. But that meat has to sit in the fridge overnight, so I got plenty of time to sit here and play with this, figure out what each one of them are. Oh, but the book seems to be pretty good. It's giving you some information on their own times and what you can dehydrate. Drying veggies, fruit rolls, apples. I guess that's more for crafters, your potpourri kind of stuff. And of course, more accessories that you can buy for your dehydrator. I guess this is the jerky seasoning that comes with the dehydrator here. Well, I don't see any specifics right off the bat on it, but let me see here. Since we're going to be drying jerky, let's go to page 22 to 24. Drying jerky. There's a whole thing right here on jerky. Fish, poultry, meats, at least 90% lean is going to be the key here, apparently. Minimal marbling and fat. Remove all fat gristle membrane, which we did. Cut into quarter to 4/8 inch sticks, 5-inch, 6-inch long strips, which we did. Prior to dehydrating, marinate cut meat, store and marinate in your own recipe 4 to 8 hours in the fridge. So we got all that covered. Cut across the grain, we did that, no problem. Says meat should be dried at 160 degrees. Depending on how thick the meat cut is, dehydrator is loaded. Humidity jerky takes from 4 to 15 hours. I know Tim runs his 4 to 6 hours. I've seen some other guys on there run theirs 4 to 6 hours. So 4 to 6, 6 seems to be the magic number in there. But again, it's going to depend on how thick you're cutting your meat, how big a piece, all that kind of stuff. It's not really telling me which tray to use, but through all the videos that I've seen, most all of them, the meat comes out with this grid pattern on it, so I would assume just these grids are going to be what's used. But there are quite a few stacks of different kinds of meshes in there. Looks like we got 2, 4, 6, 8 racks. On the top. All right, so that seems easy enough. Plug it in, set it, lay the meat in there. Now, what we're going to do on this beef jerky, venison jerky, sorry, deer jerky, to get it soaking good and staying in this marinade, we are going to attempt to get it in a Ziploc bag. I do want to make a little bit of that hotter for me, so I want to save some. Plenty of juice in the bag. Get all the air out you can. Now, we got meat soaking in marinade that we're going to put in the refrigerator overnight. Just let it soak. Since I'll be up a few hours, I'll come back and turn this and move it around just to make sure it's all good. But like I said, the rest that's left in there, I want to make that a little bit hotter. So we got some cayenne right here that we're going to add. I thought I was going to add. It does help to open your seasoning before adding. I'd say maybe a half a teaspoon. I've also got some coarse ground black pepper. I do like a peppery jerky. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in there. I'll probably add some of this to it when the meat goes into the dehydrator. I can tell the difference in these two because that's some big pepper flake. Same thing into the bag. Get all your air out that you can. Get all your meat out. That's basically it. Throw it in the refrigerator. Dehydrator says 6 to 8 hours. I've seen people on the internet leave it in there for days. So I'm definitely going to leave it overnight and let it soak up that marinade. Let me wash my hands here and I'll catch up with you guys on the chat. Okay. Oh, we got 12 people in here. All right. Let's see. Irene. Mary C. Yeah, Mary, the stainless ones are very pricey. We just happened to get a mix up in orders and got an extra one, so. If it works out, I would love to have a large one to really make some big pieces of jerky. I dehydrate everything you can it, dehydrate it, do something with it. It just don't stay long in the packaging they give you today. I hope garlic and onions and all that good stuff is coming out of the garden this year. So yeah, we'll be putting both of those dehydrators to use. I don't think you have to rotate it in the unit, Mary. It's my understanding you just put it in there and let it go pretty much for the allotted time, the 6 hours. The problem with it is going over that, it just tends to dry your meat out and it becomes unedible at some point. I mean, I guess if you like crunchy jerky, it would be the way to go, but you just have to put it in there and check it 4 hours, 5 hours till you get it you know, the way that you like it. Oh yeah, anything that comes out of the garden or off of the tree, that's just totally different than anything you can get at the store. You like the Nesco one? That's good. Oh yeah, Einstein. Always got to have my own stuff. I like it hot though. I got some of those ghost peppers from Lazy Pond. I'm gonna get them in the garden this year and grow some of them up. Those are super hots. That's the truth. A whole stack of dishes. See you later, Maureen. Yeah, I kind of like chewy myself. I don't like it too crunchy. I don't know how this recipe is going to turn out. It's all good stuff that I like. So I think it's going to be hard to go wrong with that. And those are pretty much the ingredients that everyone is using. It's kind of really just a matter of your own personal flavor and taste. But I want to look into this jerky cure they sent with the dehydrator. It might be pretty good. You never know. Oh yeah, I've heard the garlic and the onions can take over the house for sure. Yeah, I saw a couple of different kinds in there, Maureen. Uh, it looks like there is a solid one. I guess maybe fruits and veggies. And then there's these that have this grid pattern on them. Maybe for layering. Put one of these down, put your fruit on there, put one of these down, and put more fruit on top of it. I have no idea. A fruit roll sheet.
The puree.
Apparently, you can take fruit puree and put on that sheet and get fruit powder, I guess. I think the solid one is for the puree,
Mhm.
and then the flexible ones are just for the fruit. Drying sauces, soups, and other liquids. So yeah, I guess we got 8 of each one of those to put in there. Look, it appears to be plenty of room in that dehydrator. I mean, to get that thing full, it's going to take quite a bit. And we went and bought a whole load of strawberries from Costco, so we're going to be trying some strawberries here pretty quick too. Our girls eat a ton of dried strawberries, so any fruit that we can get dried would be great. Let's see, peas, small stuff, carrots. Yeah, liquids. I'd have to try that liquid thing because I like to cook up some soup, but I can most of it. So I think crunchy and chewy Tina is just going to be a matter of time in the dehydrator. And when you're as old as I am, you don't like it too crunchy, so. What y'all guys think about what was happening last night? I know y'all seen it all. Liven up the chat a little bit. Throw something political in there. Sure y'all all saw the shirt. That's really the feeling of today, I'm sure, with a lot of people. I still got, as you can see, a ton of dry canning stuff to do over there. I got a big whole load of strawberries. I don't know about the pineapple. I guess it can be done. I have no idea. Maybe there's a list in that book of things that it will tell me that I can do. Fruit drying. Drying fruits. I guess if it can be cut up, it can be dried, apparently. What did we say here? Pineapple? What'd you say? Pineapple? Pineapple right there, 6 to 12 hours. Mangoes, grapes, plums, prunes, strawberries. It's all in there. You can do it all. And those are either strawberries or peppers. I don't know. I guess you can dry cooked meat. I guess you can cook some bacon and then dehydrate it. That'd be cool. Bacon's good with everything. Yeah, there's all kinds of good stuff in this little book here. I'm gonna have to read through it. There's soups, vegetable soups. So I guess all of your soups can be done. Apples too. Our girls love apples, so that's gonna save a ton. Hey guys, well that was the unboxing of the dehydrator and the preparation of the deer meat. I ain't gonna hold you on here overnight to let the deer meat soak in the refrigerator, but tomorrow, whenever I do get that stuff out, I will run another live so that y'all can see it or replay it back to see what I do or how I do it. Oh yeah, Room's not a problem, Ed. No crunchy jerky. It says in the book any kind of fruit. I'm sure oranges and grapefruits are in there. Yeah, Mary, I just couldn't find. I mean, I do a lot of dry canning and pressure canning and stuff. Uh, Looked into the freeze dryer, but I don't have thousands of dollars to spend on one of those. So the dehydrator, I'm surprised I haven't done it before. Circle slices. That'd be interesting. I'm a big beef jerky eater myself, so if I could start making my own beef jerky, I'd be happy. I don't know if they're any good or not, Einstein. I did take some of my oranges and make some jelly. The jelly turned out really great. I saw there's a whole little section in the book on rehydrating of this stuff. So I don't know how the rehydrating part of it's going to have to go. Snow in Texas, Yuri? Nah, we ain't got none here. Our little mandarins in the yard are super sweet, so they might be pretty good. We actually did get some snow in West Texas, Yuri, last week. It stayed around for a few hours, but that's about all the snow Texas has gotten this year. It was 60 and sunny today. Yeah, it's been windy. The wind does make it pretty chilly. I don't know how much food would fit in there, Mary, but I can tell you it's pretty good size. It would, you could put a lot of food in there. We went and got a couple of these at Costco. They are really fresh and great looking strawberries. So after the jerky, this is going to be what's next. But I know a couple of these packs, and that's a big pack of strawberries. I don't know if it says how much it is on there. That's got to be a couple of pounds. I know that'll fit in that dehydrator, no problem. Hey, it's Robertson Billy Acres. Thanks for stopping by, guys. We already got the deer jerky recipe up into the refrigerator, so we're just sitting around BSing. I'd like to try the pineapple. I do like pineapple. I'm going to be dehydrating all kinds of things over the next couple of weeks. Well, we just put some in there. I'm going to throw it on the dehydrator tomorrow and dehydrate it out. I hope it turns out okay. I'm limited on my deer meat, so I can't afford to have none go bad, Rusty. Yeah, 2 feet of snow, Einstein. Ain't nothing happening around here. You get 2 inches and there ain't nothing happening around here. I saw y'all's video on that, Rusty, on them jalapenos. I saw y'all using some of that sauce out of the freezer. I don't hunt at all. It was given to me, so I need to hit my brother-in-law up and get him to give me some of that Axis. They raise Axis, and they have a freezer full all the time. Definitely everything coming up out of the garden this year is going to be dehydrated, turned into powder, put up to where we can use it as seasoning. I really like that from Robertson Belly Acres over there. Chad, man, did you get out of your shower? Did you have hot water? How'd it go? I am going to sit right here. I got it. Hang on right there. I'm going to let you pick here, Chad. I don't know if you can see those or not. But again, we got an order that was messed up. We ordered some of this Dr. Squatch soap, which is great soap. Again, it ain't a paid advertisement for Dr. Squatch, but this is great soap. And I was giving Chad hell the other day about off grid. I'm going to send him a couple of bars of this soap. We got a double order of it, and it's just way more soap than I'll ever use. So what kind do you want, dude? I want to send you a couple of kinds here. They doubled my order, so I want to send you one that's gold moss, just because you got like a gold red beard, and alpine sage. Those both smell pretty good, and I like them. So I'm sending those out to you, man. And I want to give away some of these others. I just ain't figured out how to give them away yet. But it's a really great soap for guys and gals. Dr. Squatch. I know y'all have seen the ads on YouTube. They run them all the time. It's really a great soap. And I won't actually does make your balls tingle. Their ad says that, but I've yet to come across one that makes my balls tingle. So it's AXIS, and they're good. Hot shower, cold house. I'll send you a couple of them, man. An off grid one, definitely. They're all off grid. Forget the guy Einstein, man. It's good soap, I'm telling you. It's like all natural, like 100%. I don't know if you can read all that small shit there on the back or not, but my camera probably ain't that damn good. But it's just like all natural. Olive oil, palm oil, coconut oil, goat's milk, shea butter, oatmeal, kaolin clay, and sea salt. So it's good stuff. It's gonna be probably a while before I get to move in. Well, the way things are looking, I might be moving into it sooner than I want. But yeah, it is a cheap camera, I know. Trust me, it's all natural. I'd move in it tomorrow if I could get some running hot water, flushing toilet. Ain't got to be finished for me. Hey, yeah, I see Robertson's Bellyagers. I saw y'all's video on that Patches houses today, man. I don't know how y'all do it. It's hard enough building one with all new stuff. Having to go in there and redo it, you may not need a flushing toilet. I need a flushing toilet. I can dig a hole out there and haul water and have a flushing toilet. It's called a septic. If you got an outhouse with a hole, you can dig you a septic. A bucket and sawdust. I've done been there. I did that. I'd rather haul water than sawdust. Hey, do y'all buy those houses, Rusty, and just resell them, or y'all got them already sold? Y'all just kind of contracted or something? Yeah, my cat needs a flushing toilet too, man. How about that? I'll haul water for that too, rather than clean out the litter box. Exactly, Einstein. That's what I've been trying to tell Chad. Easy flushing toilet. He's already got a hole out there. He just needs to run a pipe to it. Water and sawdust. It don't really matter who the president is going to be, Mary C. We're all headed down the same road. There's some money in that buying and selling, rent to own kind of thing. My neighbor does that, and he sells those properties right and left, and a year later they get repoed, and he's got a down payment, a year's worth of payments, and he's got the house back to resell again. So there's definitely some money in that. I just hate the headache of renters. We rent our container house out down on the river, and dealing with all the renters down there in that place is a headache. Venison, deer, but I did buy a big brisket. We're gonna make some beef too, but the venison is in the fridge now. There's one bag. Here's the other bag. And yeah, I remember your address. It may be ready at the same time the soap goes. Depends. I may hold the soap till the jerky's ready. So I don't know if customs will stop that or not. You think customs will stop meat going through? It's only got to cross like 2 or 3 borders to get to the North Pole up there. Oh yeah, Mary, I got a whole stack of stuff right over here that's got to be dry canned. I'm just about out of jars here at this house. I'm gonna have to bring some from the farm. Yeah, Yuri, all the different cultures around the world, man. There's so much interesting stuff going on. It's a shame that people just can't get along. Just the North Pole? It's looking like you were like north of the North Pole. Is that possible? Or your drive out of the driveway the other day looked like you were going to Santa's house. Limitations in the country? I don't have any limitations in the country. That's Chad. We're off grid. There's no limitations off grid. The only limitation you got is your imagination. Oh, the media is totally screwed. You can't watch TV. I have a video on my channel earlier of what I did to my TV, so check that out. It's a nice one. Hey, Mark B. Hey, guys. While y'all are here, and I need to do a video on this too, Mark did get his shirt down in Australia. And being the kind gentleman that he is, he said he wants to return the $100 bill and pay that forward to another viewer. So as soon as I get that $100 bill back from Mark, we're going to be having another drawing and giving that away to somebody else. So y'all thank Mark. Go look at Mark's channel. The video is up there on when he got the shirt. Uh, Sorry, Mark, I hadn't put it up yet, man. I've been busy, but I'm definitely going to make a video of you getting that shirt. So y'all go watch Mark's channel. He's right there. He's the guy that won the shirt and the $100 bill. And like I said, the gracious guy he is, he's going to give the $100 back, and we're going to draw somebody else to get that $100. Unlike some on YouTube, I will include all of my viewers all the way around the world. Wherever you're at, if you win it, I'm going to send it to you. That's Chad. He lives somewhere out there. I don't even know where the hell this guy lives, and I sent him something. I'm surprised they even deliver out there. That dude, Mark, he's got a snail that's like the size of a small cat for a pet. Check that thing out. Where are you coming up with all these animals at, too, Mark? I mean, goannas and crocodiles. The freshwater crocodiles today? Come on. Is that like your backyard over there or something? If all that stuff's like living around your house, man, phew. I just thought I'd have to be heavily armed around here. My goodness. Pets, my goodness. Yeah, I definitely see how they would keep intruders away. Chad, on them jars, man, it's hit and miss now. It's hard to find them. Check back in. All the big stores carry them, but it's hit and miss on getting them. They're like chicken lips now. They're getting harder and harder to find. Even my little local hardware store here that had them forever is running low. Oh, we know, Yuri. Don't believe everything you hear on the news. Everybody here in America ain't half as crazy or stupid as they make us look. A bunch of them are, don't get me wrong, but not as many as they think. I just can't stand to go in Walmart anymore. Hey, Irene, thanks for stopping by. You have a good night, too. Lowe's and Home Depot both carry the jars. You just got to catch them. You need to start using them jars, Ed. Yeah, exactly. What's Walmart? uh, that's true. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I actually debated having to put on a mask to walk in the store to buy some of the jerky goodies, and I didn't do it. But I did walk in armed with my 9mm and this shirt, so nobody said anything to me. Hey, Yuri, they've got us brainwashed. Every country has their citizens brainwashed. They've got them all buying into the NWO scheme. Well, thanks, Chad. I would appreciate that. I haven't gotten a shirt yet. I'm kind of like you. I'm a shirt virgin on YouTube. Atwoods has got the jars. Y'all got Atwoods over there, Rusty? That's great, man. I love my Atwoods. How's that orange jelly, Chad? You got any honey left? You need a bigger jar. That's a good idea, Mark. I try that a lot. I think it's probably more just to get away from my kids, but yeah, Texas tough. I go back and still watch that one, man. You ought to have 100 hours just for me watching that. I'll send you a bigger jar next time. I'm fixing to get my honey extractor back from my brother-in-law and go down there and check my hives and see if the bees got anything for me. Oh yeah, Yuri, they got to turn us all against each other, man. They can't have us all getting along. They wouldn't be able to make any money if we all got along. My wife is saying no, no, no to the honey, Chad.
It's all gone.
Yeah, she was letting me know we were getting down to the last few quarts today. What are you going to call it? Chadville? I like the idea. I'm creating my own autonomous zone out on the ranch. Got 20 acres. You know, it's our rules. Nobody else wants to play by the rules, so we'll just make up our own rules. That's kind of what I thought. She doesn't understand the cost to me to get that honey. The blood, the sweat, the tears, the stings, the days of labor. It is some pretty good honey. How's y'all's land search going, Ed? Gilligan's Island. It would if what was her name? Still on there? The movie star? Red Hill Honey, yes sir. Exactly, Rusty. And there are no warning shots due to the shortage of ammunition. How far do you live from the reactor over there, Yuri? Or what's left of it? Where was that at? Chernobyl?
It's not in Ukraine.
It's not?
No, it's in Russia.
So what was going
Ukraine
on?
is south. Russia is
What was in
west.
Ukraine? Wasn't there a meltdown in Ukraine or something? I didn't choose it, Chad. That's actually the name of the place that's out there. It's the very last foothills out of the Ozarks, and that's that hill out there, Red Hill. There's actually an old historical cemetery there, not too far. And actually, not too far from my place there on Red Hill was the last place, the last battle that took place between the Indians and the government in Texas. Is not too far from my place. All the different tribes of Indians came together, joined together to fight the U.S. government there. And it was the last battle. That's the reason I chose that area, for one, as off-grid living, that lifestyle. Native people lived in that area, so I know it can be done. Silhouette Park, hey guys, thanks for stopping by. You know, I almost sent you guys a shirt with Mark B. He was the winner down there, down under, and I almost sent you guys a shirt at Silhouette Park just because I was sending one to Australia. I was just gonna go ahead and send two and have Mark send it over to y'all. I should have done it. The what? Melody of your what? Shredrick? What's that? box for $16.95. I was buying them here for $11 a case. A teepee? Man, I got girls too. My girls ain't gonna live in no teepee. Well, I'm gonna have to get you another one, Silhouette Park, because that package is already went and I didn't send it. No peyote here, but there is some in New Mexico. I got some mushrooms on my place that are far better than the peyote. I haven't tried them myself, but the book says highly advisable not to eat them. I got one of those videos on the mushrooms too. You ought to check that out, man. Those things are psychedelic looking. I ain't never seen any colors like that in nature. You know, when the book tells you that you're going to get highly inebriated, visual impairment, hallucinations, those are not the mushrooms you want to be picking and eating on. I do have some for the uninvited guests that come over to eat dinner. I'm not too much of a mushroom guy either, man. It's a texture thing for me. I have fried them crispy and I still can't get them down. Northern Girl Hobbies, hey, I missed you. You're not new, come on in. I ain't done but 2 lives, so we're all new in here. Anything with land, a house on it, Ed? Anything looking good? Promising possibilities? You know, anything out of town is good. I gotta have some more shirts made up.
Huh?
I got a lot of people wanting some. So Ontario, Canada. You're up there close to Chad. He's like he's in North Pole next to Santa. Dry canning and sealing with a brake bleeder pump works better than any food saver machine. When I dry can it, I don't have to seal it anyway. It seals it in the oven. I've never. Are you talking about this vacuum sealing? Yeah, Chad throws rocks into Canada. I don't think you could live any closer to the Canadian border than he does. Literally, you look it up on Google Maps and it says the middle of nowhere. Yeah, there's no bridge, trust me.
You swim.
Yeah, you're swimming. You can probably walk across it now because it's probably ice, but hey, let me show you guys this little gadget that it's got. This would be a good one for Chad since he's so much into the off-grid fire starting capabilities. This guy can rub 2 sticks together like you've never seen. Go check it out. But I know you've seen these advertised on YouTube too. Little Dragon's Breath lighters. I thought I would get one just to throw in my bag to have in case you ever get your lighter wet or anything. So you just pull this out. It's basically a little match on there with the striker on the side of the little carrier. You got fire. Match. Waterproof match. Well, if you can't get it to strike again, waterproof match. I think they call them dragon's breath. Looks like a pretty neat little deal. It's all waterproof. It's got a little O-ring there to keep the top of it sealed in case it gets in the water. You just put a little Zippo lighter fluid down in there. It's basically a Zippo, a matchstick Zippo. But every time you dip that in there, it gets a little into the wick wet. And you got a lighter, water resistant lighter. I thought they were pretty cool. Seems to work good, but the little flint here that's in the end of this match, I don't know if you can see it again or not with my crappy camera, but there's a little small flint right in the end of that. I'm assuming when that wears out, there's no replacement or anything that came with it. So trying to get one of those little flints might be a. Well, you don't believe me that it's waterproof? Man, you don't believe me on anything. You don't believe I can potty train my kitty cat? Come on, I'll show you. Water. I tell you, these young guys just got no faith. Look at that. Oh wait, let me hold it up here so you can see it. In the water, all the way. Wet. Yeah, it still works. Proof in the pudding. Uh-huh. Pretty neat little idea. Be nice, Chad. I might send you one of those too.
It's getting everything in the house.
Uh, but I thought it was a neat little gadget to have. Like I said, when the little flint runs out and the striker on the side, you could always use your pocket knife to get the rest of that magnesium rod off of there to at least get a spark, maybe. Camera tricks, yeah. I'm great on the computer with special effects, trust me. Yeah, I know y'all seen them on YouTube. Their ad is on there all the time. I think they call it a dragon's breath or something like that. But it was a little smaller than what I thought it was going to be. But I figured it was that same concept of the Zippo ladder with the wick. But it seems to work pretty good, actually. And I've been playing with it for a couple of days, so I've already got it worn down. But yeah, nice to throw in your bag. Thanks for stopping by, Robertson Belly Acres. Appreciate it. Good luck on that house and don't work too hard on it. That looks like an insane amount of work. You need a logo. I told you where to go. My sign shop lady over there in Canton. She can make you anything you want. I'll be sure and watch. As if I don't get enough construction going on, I still watch construction on the internet. Y'all like that little gadget? You want to see another little gadget? Oh, wait. Now, everybody should have flashlights in their bags, in their trucks, around their house, blah, 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 all that kind of good stuff, right? Does anybody on here know why you actually have a light? Why you would use a red light versus your flashlight? First correct answer on there wins a Dr. Squatch soap. Why a red light? No taser. You should know this, Chad. They do make taser lipsticks. I saw one the other day. Not distress. Come on. You need a flashlight taser? One like that one? They work good. That's still not what the red light is for. Nobody knows what the red light's for? Come on. 15 of you in here, and nobody knows what a red light's for. One of these are illegal in Canada? Really? You see it right there. That's a pretty good one. No laser. Red light district. Well, that might work in some areas, but no. Vacuum sealing. Yeah, Mary. I just do mine in the oven and not vacuum seal. That oven guarantees me the temperature is going to kill everything in that jar. That's why I'd rather oven seal them than vacuum seal. Nobody knows the red light? Nobody's going to win a Dr. Squatch soap? Come on. For seeing cat pee. My cat pees in the toilet, Lori. Come on. It's definitely your off-grid junk, Chad. I'm in the CD with like 10G. Hey, Broussard, how's it going? Hey, I know you're going to know this one, man. I just asked everybody, why do you carry a red light instead of your white flashlight? And you're going to win a Dr. Squatch soap. Come on, whoever's got the right answer, where'd all my soap go? A Dr. Squatch soap up for grabs. Come on, who's going to win it? Really, Broussard? Ed, you should know this one too. Anybody in the military should know this one. All right, well, let me explain to you guys then and put this knowledge to use. When you use your regular white, bright flashlight at night, security purposes, going to the chicken pen, whatever you're doing, your eyes are focusing on this light, bright. Okay? It takes 30 minutes for your eyes to adapt back down to darkness for you to be able to see. So if you're using this light at night, you are at a disadvantage for about 30 minutes after you turn this light off because you won't be able to see in the dark. With a red light, your eyes adjust much quicker back to the darkness. This light, red light, is also seen from a lesser of a distance away. So you're less likely to be seen if you use a red light at night. So if you're hiking or whatever at night, try and get something that has a red light. Uh, for security purposes, definitely get something that has a red light. This is a well, it's an old one, a black diamond, but it adjusts up and down for brightness, and then it also has a white light. No, it definitely helps, guys. Use red light at night. It helps your eyes adjust so much quicker back to the darkness. Security situations is really where it's useful. But a lot of animals' eyes will reflect back off of that red too if you're hunting at night. Hey, Broussard. Yeah, we just unboxed that thing, man. Uh, I got my deer jerky in the refrigerator. We're going to let it sit overnight, and then we're going to throw it in that dehydrator in the morning and try and make some jerky. They made a mistake and actually sent us 2 of those dehydrators, so we got an extra one. Yeah, you're off grid. You can see in the dark, right? A built-in FLIR. Avon's good stuff. When's the last time you put on some Avon, Chad? Your last video? Is that how you got that red beard? Gotta say, I got a little beard envy going on over there. The soap is great. Like I said, for Christmas, they just messed up our order and sent us 2 orders. So I got like 20 bars of this stuff. I mean, it'll take me forever to use it. So I'm sure Dr. Squatch won't mind me giving some away. Take it easy, Ed. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks, Silhouette, for stopping by. I'm going to be dehydrating up all kinds of stuff, Broussard. We've already went to the store and bought a bunch of fruits, veggies, meat. I bought a brisket. I had the deer. The deer was given to me, so I did the deer first. We're going to try it first. I probably should have figured out how to operate it before I got it going, but trial and error. I've got to do some apples. My girls love apples. That's really one of the reasons that we got it. My wife shops at like uh, Trader Joe's and buys all that dehydrated food, and man, that stuff is expensive. But that's the only way my girls will eat fruit. They like it all dry, so we figured it'd just be much cheaper to get a dehydrator and dry it ourselves. And I like the jerky, so I tried that. They still don't eat. Oh, another quick tip on your flashlights. Don't have a flashlight that you got to carry around in your hand. Get something that you can strap to your body or your head, because walking around in the wilderness, the woods, anywhere, working at night, you want to use your hands. So get a light you ain't got to hold. May try and put y'all out a little video tomorrow. I sighted in my FLIR, my infrared on one of my 5.56 ARs. So I'll show you how I sighted in that thermal, not having to burn up any ammunition. Yeah, I was saying, Chad, we got just down the road here, it's supposed to be one of the largest jerky sales places in the world, is what they claim. And they do have a hell of a lot of jerky in there, I can tell you, but some of that stuff gets crazy expensive. Yeah, buy rechargeable batteries if you can at all possible. And get you one of these little things right here, a little solar bank. These little things are great. Your phone, your camera, anything. USB ports, high capacity ports. These little chargers right here are great. Get you some of these. And your batteries that you cannot get that are rechargeable, buy the 10-year batteries. The one time that you're going to need it, that you've put batteries into your flashlight and they've been in there a year, now they leak and your flashlight don't work anymore. Buy the 10-year batteries. Energizer, Duracell, they all make a 10-year guaranteed battery. What kind of jerky did y'all make, Northern Girl? I got a We're going to turn that into beef jerky probably in the next few days. Thanks for stopping by, Chad. I appreciate it. All right, beef jerky. That's what this right here is going to be. I just got a little one to try out. Make sure I got it figured out before I go waste a bunch of money on meat. Meat, fruit, eggs. We're going to try a little bit of all of it. Yeah, Northern Girl, definitely go check out Chad at 9 to 5, man. He's a funny dude. He makes some good videos. Unlike me, I'm straight to it, no editing. I'm lucky to get a video up. He actually puts a little time into it. He's quite the character. Dehydrating cheese. Now, isn't that interesting? I've got some cheese pressure canned, but I never heard of dehydrating cheese, so I'm going to look into that. I think I am subscribed to you, Northern Girl Hobbies. I don't remember seeing canning on there or dehydrating. Maybe you're one of the ones I was looking at for dehydrating. Let's see who else is in here. Dang, an hour and 43 minutes already. That's insane. Well, I just started 8, 9 months ago, Northern Girl. So if you have at it, just start putting them out. Fishing vids, nice. I don't get to go fishing much. I even got my own lake, and I don't get to go fishing. We're just going to massage you in the meat a little more. That smells so good, even through the plastic. No time. Yeah, Caribou Country up there is supposed to be doing some ice fishing in the next few days. He's a guy I'll watch up there in the north. I can't handle the cold, man. I can't do it. I got some nice fish in our lake out there too. We let some people take their kids out there and fish, and it's pretty much every cast you're gonna catch a nice fish. I don't like to eat too much fish. I'm not a fishy person. Uh, Crappie. I don't know if they got crappie up north. And Florida bluegill hybrids are my favorite fish. They don't taste like fish. The fire definitely, and the company definitely too. I'll watch some of the videos of you guys up there in the north, man. I just don't know how you do it. I'll take my 110-degree days down in Texas any day over those freezing temperatures. I'm just a small guy. There ain't nothing here to heat up, so I can't stay warm. Beer? Maybe some of that clear cheer, Einstein. That sounds better. Beer makes me piss too much. You having to get up every 10 minutes or 8 minutes to go use the bathroom, you ain't gonna catch no fish. Y'all got crappie up there in the north? Y'all know what crappie is? That's good stuff. Yeah, it's getting about time to make a batch of that clear cheer, actually. Of course, it's actually I'm just distilling water for my solar batteries is it, but I am gonna make a video on how to distill water for your batteries. Okay, guys. It's almost been 2 hours. Vodka and cranberry. This little solar cell right here will charge a laptop. I guarantee it. And you can get them everywhere. I don't know if that's to show the name on there. Blavor is where that one came from. They all came from China, but I don't know if you can see it or not. This one's even got a little flashlight on it. It ain't been out in the sun, so it's dead, but low. They do work pretty good though. Throw it on the dash of your car or plug it in to charge it. They work good. I charge my rifle scope with this too. It won't work on your laptop. All you got to do is get a USB connector to go to your. You can connect a USB to a regular plug-in. I got a cord that your USB will plug in, and then your other cord with the round prong going to your laptop. Is that the problem? Wine? I gotta have sweet wine. I prefer the stuff that you can't taste, kind of like the vodka and the cranberry juice. If you use your own homemade clear cheer, you can make it just right where it's like water. It goes down like water. I can't do the dry wine. If I'm drinking something, it needs to be wet. It needs to quench my thirst. I don't think. Let me see. Well, I guess all of my homemade stuff is at the farm. Are you gonna make some ice fishing videos there, Northern Girl? Because you're probably gonna get to it before Caribou Country does. I want to see that. Do I have an indoor garden? No. We live in Texas. There's not really a need for an indoor garden. I am going to build a greenhouse though, because we may have a couple of weeks of cold through the year. Already have ice fishing vids. I'm gonna have to go look at those. Are you like really ice fishing just out on the ice, or do you got like one of these special little huts? No hut. Oh man, you're roughing it. Woo, my goodness. Can you like pull your truck out there and like fish out the window, where you can have like your heater on in your truck and just fish out the window? Any possibility in that? Heated snowmobiles, what the fire is going to be so big that I'm going to have to stay warm that we're going to melt a hole in the ice. So on shore, no, 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 no. We need the fire where we're fishing, like right beside where we're fishing. Like I can't drive my truck out there and just fish out the window, you know, roll down my window and hold the pole out with my heater on. It don't work like that. Tea rose liqueur. No, I can't say that I have. This right here is what all of you guys need to try. This is Dos Armadillos Tequila. That's straight out of Mexico. See right there, made in Mexico. And that, folks, is the real deal tequila. And I hate tequila. This stuff right here, my goodness. Hang on, Northern Girl. Let me see if I can make you a moderator where you can post a link. Let me see. Moderator. Did that make you a moderator? Now try and post it. Only when it gets empty, Einstein. Yeah, they're nice bottles. I keep them when they're empty. The good stuff, the good thing about it is it doesn't even taste like tequila. I can't go look at it right now, Northern Girl, but I will. But honestly, Einstein, I prefer my homemade stuff over that stuff. And that is actually about $150 bottle of tequila. But there is a certain margarita that is made with just that kind of tequila. And when you make that margarita, man, oh man, it's the best margarita you'll ever drink. Mine comes in little mason jars like that, Einstein. The jars don't cost as much. Me too. I hope you ain't throwing up no crazy sight over there, Northern Girl. You get us all in trouble on here. Hey, how come Einstein ain't a moderator? I think Einstein approved enough messages for me. You ought to be blue now, Einstein. This looks better. Hey, wait, let me make Yuri one too. I ain't never. They got moderators over there, Yuri. Don't be throwing anybody out now. Yeah, it ain't you they're gonna slap, Northern Girl. It's me. 2 hours. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to call this thing quits, man. This is too long. I have enjoyed chatting and talking with all of y'all. Oh wait, you're uploading? Okay, I'll wait for you to post your link. Oh, in the next few days for the 10-4 one, I'll be watching. I'll keep up with you. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to you. I'll make sure the dingleberry is rang down there. Okay, I'll go look. Sorry, I don't see much of what's going on over there. I got plenty of tinfoil hats. All right, guys, 2 hours. Thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by. Y'all check back in tomorrow whenever I actually do put the jerky in the dehydrator. You ain't going to hang around for the 6 hours for it to come out, but I'll show you the rest of the process of what I do to get it in there. And lots of other canning vids and building vids and farm vids all coming up and out. Thanks, Yuri. Stop back in tomorrow. Northern Girl, be careful. Einstein, have a good night. Tina, have a good night. Y'all stay safe out there. Crazy stuff going on. I think that was everybody that was in here. I don't see anybody else. Anybody else in here? All right, guys. Stay safe. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for watching. Check back in tomorrow.